Assalamu alaikum, dear students. As you know, we are reading chapter 3, that is Delhi Sultan, in which we have read different dynasties, and we have to read the different dynasties, in which in our previous lecture we have discussed about slave dynasty, the Khilji dynasty, and now we have to discuss about the Tughlaq dynasty. And it is in it we have read about the different people, different kings who have ruled from time to time in India. But now today our topic is about the another dynasty, that is Tughlaq dynasty. It is from 1320 onwards. It is from 1320 to probably 1398, in which we have to read about the Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Pharaoh Shah Tughlaq, how these people have ruled over the India, what was the time, what kind of kingdom, what type of reforms they have made in India. As you know, in the history, India has remained a slave for a large period of time, for a vast period of time, under the different people, under the different dynasties, and in which we are reading, we have read about some dynasties, and today we are reading about the Tughlaq dynasty. The founder of the Tughlaq dynasty was nobody else but Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. He has founded this dynasty. Not only this, he has curbed the rebellions and restored law and order in the state. But his period was very short, as I have mentioned here. It is 1320 to 1325. After him, the man who became the king or the ruler was his son. His basic name was Juna Khan, and after that he took the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and this man has ruled more than 25 years, that is 1325 to 1351. In these 26 years, he has ruled over the India, on the different parts of India. And now in Tughlaq dynasty, he and Mr. Pharaoh Shah Tughlaq, these people have ruled over the India for a vast period of time. जैसे कि कोई हुकूमत आती है, 4-5 साल रहती है, उसके बाद चले जाते हैं. अगर हम इनकी बात करेंगे तो गियासुद्दीन तुगलक जो इसका फाउंडर था वो 5 साल ही रहा है, जैसे कि हम यहाँ पर अब हमारी बुक पे लिखा भी गया है. तो अब इसकी बात आती है मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक की. तो मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक के बारे में पहले ही कहा जाता है, इट इज़ वेरी मच क्लियर दैट ही वॉज ए पावरफुल रूलर. नॉट ओनली दिस, he was very much wise. Then he is called as a man of ideas. But everybody have his or her weaknesses also. No doubt he was a man of ideas, but those ideas were not applicable at that time. And in this way, which we will read further in the same chapter, in the same lecture, that these ideas were not applicable at that time. And in this way, these ideas make him unpopular, or these became the cause of his decline. In this way, what were his ideas? What were his reforms he want to make, or what were the changes he want to make? And later on, those changes, those reforms, those ideas became the cause of his decline. Are you getting my point? It is very easy to understand. It is also written on our book in a sequential way, and same is the case with our presentation. I have also written it into the in a sequence. Nothing need to worry. First of all, for example, if anybody will tell you what were his new idea, what were his ideas which make him unpopular, which became the cause of his decline. First of all, it is the taxation in the Doab region. It is also written in our book that the man Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he wanted to increase the revenue. For this purpose, he increased the tax in the Doab region. But this Doab region was already facing the famine. So when the region was facing the famine, and the king chose the time for what? For the taxation. But it was not the good time for the taxation. And in this way, in the Doab region, people revolted against him, and Sultan acknowledged, उसने माजरत मांगी किससे? अपनी गलतियों से, कि मुझे ऐसा इस वक्त नहीं करना था. एंड इन दिस वे ही विथड्रू हिज पावर्स, उसने अपने ऑर्डर्स, अपने हुक्मनामे को वापस ले लिया. तो दूसरी बात इसकी ये थी कि he has changed, he want to change his capital from one place to another place. What he did in this, he shifted his capital to Devagiri. And in the later time he named it as Daulatabad. For this very purpose, the whole administration as well as those people who were in the previous capital, they have to shift from Delhi to Daulatabad. That means his first capital was in Delhi, and what he did, he changed his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. Why he changed his capital? What was the idea? What was the reason he wanted to change? उसको ये चेंज करने की ज़रूरत, तब्दील करने की ज़रूरत क्यों आ गई? इसकी बड़ी वजह ये थी कि उसने सोचा कि अगर मैं सेंट्रल में इसको रखूं तो मैं अच्छे से अपनी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कर पाऊँ. तो उन दिनों जैसे कि हम आज देखते हैं हमारे यहाँ एयरप्लेन्स हैं, ट्रेन्स हैं, डिफरेंट ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के मीन्स हैं, तो उन दिनों इतनी सहूलियत नहीं थी. तो लोगों को वहाँ जाना पड़ा, तो चेंज करनी पड़ी बहुत ज़्यादा. तो जब वो वहाँ पहुँच गया दौलताबाद, एज इट इज़ आल्सो very much clearly written on our book, when he went there, तो उसे क्या लगा? That I cannot administer or I cannot control the north region as well. I cannot control or I cannot administrate it very well. And for this very purpose, the new idea which came in his mind, I will change also. I will make a change from Daulatabad to Delhi. मैं अब अपनी पुरानी ही जगह जाऊंगा. तो जो अब वापस जाना था, ये उन दिनों के लिए आसान नहीं था. Many people lost their lives in their back journey and raised the discontent in people. तो जब लोग वहाँ से वापस आ गए, तो बहुत सारे लोगों ने वहाँ से अपनी ज़िंदगियों को गंवा दिया. जैसे कि आज हम खुद भी देखते हैं, जो आजकल का दौर है, तो यहाँ पर लॉकडाउन चल रहे हैं, तो वेरियस माइग्रेंट वर्कर्स हैव लॉस्ट देयर लाइफ बिकॉज उनको क्या हुआ, उनको पैदल जाना पड़ा. जब पैदल चलने की ज़रूरत पड़ी हज़ारों किलोमीटर्स की, तो उन्होंने बहुत सारे लोगों ने अपनी ज़िंदगी को गंवा दिया. तो इसी तरह उन दिनों की भी बात है, जब बहुत सारे लोगों को इतनी फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं थी, तो उनको क्या हुआ, उनको हो सकता है बहुत सारे लोगों को पैदल भी जाना पड़ेगा, जिनके पास घोड़े ना हो, सवारियाँ ना हो, तो उन्होंने बैक जर्नी में अपनी लाइफ को गंवा दिया. एंड दिस आल्सो मेक द किंग unpopular. And number 3, that is token currency. In his period there was used silver currency, silver coinage, but the man decided to change it, introduce token currency in 1329. Sultan decided to mint coins of copper and brass as there was a shortage of silver at that time. उसको लगा कि सिल्वर की बहुत शॉर्टेज है, तो इसके बदले मुझे कौन सी करेंसी लानी चाहिए, कॉपर और ब्रास की. बट जब ये चेंज करनी पड़ी, तो व्हेन ही अनाउंस्ड सच ए ऑर्डर, एंड नॉट ओनली दिस, ही आल्सो अनाउंस्ड दैट दीज कॉइन्स कैन बी एक्सचेंज्ड विद द सिल्वर कॉइन्स फर्दर फ्रॉम द रॉयल ट्रेजरी. उसने बताया कि एक्सचेंज भी कर सकते हैं. तो जो सिल्वर कॉइन्स थी, इट्स डिज़ाइन वाज वेरी सिंपल, it was not very tough. People used to make them at their homes. When such a thing came, the merchants refused to take the coins. Why? They thought these are frauded coins, and in this way the sultan had to give silver coins to the merchants, and in this way the treasury became empty. Now he made various expeditions to Karachal expedition, Khorasan expedition. These were such trips or invasions he made to the different sides, like as Karachal, which is also called as Kangra region, then Khorasan expedition, that is Central Asia, in which in these expeditions what he did, उसने क्या किया, इन पर चढ़ाई करनी चाहिए ताकि ये एरिया भी हमारे यहाँ आ जाए, और दूसरी बात मैं क्या करूँ, मेरी सुल्तान जो है, मेरी एम्पायर जो है, ये सेफ हो जाए। तो जैसे कि खुरासान के बारे में यहाँ पर बहुत से अच्छे से लिखा है। तो इसने वहाँ पर जो अपनी एक्सपीडिशन स्टार्ट की, तो उसके लिए इसको बहुत सारे वेपन्स एंड अदर सप्लाईज की ज़रूरत थी। तो इसने सोल्जर्स को भी 1 साल की तनख्वाह एक ही वक्त में दे दी। बट आफ्टर some period of time, when he was preparing, the soldiers faced difficulty and the program was taken back. These are the examples, or these are the reasons that make him unpopular, or that became the reason of his decline. Now the new man who came in the Tughlaq dynasty is nobody else but the Feroz Shah Tughlaq, and Feroz Shah Tughlaq ruled India from 1351 to 1388. When this man came, what he did, he was aware that Muhammad bin Tughlaq has lost his fame due to the certain policies, nobles, clergy, ulmas in this class of society. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was very unpopular now. He has lost his faith in this class. But Feroz Shah Tughlaq, he adopted some policies, like as those policies through which he was able to appease the nobles and the ulmas. Not only this, he gave bigger iqtas. इक्ता क्या होता है, ये भी एक बात है, ये आपको यहाँ बतानी ज़रूरी है। Nobles were granted land by the sultan, that is called as इक्ता। वो ज़मीन जो किन को देता था, नोबल्स को देता था, जिसमें उल्मा आएंगे और भी आर्मी के कमांडर्स आएंगे, ये लोग जिनको ये दी जाती थी, इस क्लास को दी जाती थी, तो इनको हम क्या कहते हैं, इसको क्या कहते हैं, हम इक्ता कहते हैं। फिरोज शाह ने जो ज़मीन इसकी दी जाती थी, इसने इसकी तादाद बढ़ा दी, क्वांटिटी इसको बढ़ा दी। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, अगर किसी उल्मा को 5 कनाल या 10 कनाल दिए जाते थे, तो इसने 10 के बजाय 15 दे दिए। नॉट ओनली दिस, ही मेड इट हेरिडिटरी। आपको ऐसे में समझाऊंगा कि अगर कोई आलिम है या कोई आर्मी कमांडर जो था या कोई तिजारत पेश जो था, नोबल पर्सन जो था, उसके यहाँ अगर ये 10 कनाल ये इक्ता दिए जाते थे, 10 कनाल दिए जाते थे, देन इफ़ ही डाइड इट वाज गिवन टू हिज सन। आपको मेरी बात समझ में आ रही है? तो इससे इसकी पॉपुलैरिटी जो फेरोज शाह तुगलक की है वो बढ़ गई। इतनी ही नहीं कि इसने बहुत सारे रिफॉर्म्स भी किए। ही हैज़ आल्सो डन वेरियस रिफॉर्म्स एंड वेलफेयर स्कीम्स। व्हाट वर दोज? ही बिल्ट टैंक्स, इसने टैंक्स बनाए, वाटर टैंक्स, wells for easy availability of water. He built hospitals and rest houses. He set up many educational institutions, and he got many works translated from Sanskrit to Persian and Persian to Arabic. He founded various new towns like Jaunpur, Ferozpur, Ferozabad, and Hisar Feroza. But this man, as you know, everybody have to die. Nobody have to remain on the earth. This man died. Feroz Shah Tughlaq, and in this way, when after his death, the whole empire, Tughlaq empire, broke up into different parts, and Delhi was reduced to few surrounding areas as the rest of the regions became independent. In this way, when we come to know about someone's weaknesses or about someone's strengths, then clearly we try to hit on the weaknesses of the against person. Same is the case. Taimur was a ruler in Central Asia, a city of Central Asia, and the name of his city was Samarkand, where he was ruling. That was his also capital. He came to know the weaknesses of the Delhi Sultan and also of this Tughlaq dynasty. What he did in 1398, he invaded India. And this man invaded India in such a way that still in Bollywood's movies, sometimes in Hollywood movies, in dramas, the name of this person is very much highlighted. Not only this, अगर हम देखें तो बहुत सारी किताबें इसके नाम पर लिखी गई है, बहुत सारी किताबें इसके नाम पर लिखी गई हैं. तो इसकी आज भी मिसाल दी जाती है तैमूर की कि इसने कैसे हिंदुस्तान के ऊपर उस वक़्त चढ़ाई की. तो जब इसने अपना हमला किया, कहाँ पर किया? दिल्ली पर किया, बिकॉज ही वॉज अवेयर दैट he has got the information that Delhi Sultan is very weak, and this is the best time to hit on the weakness and on Delhi Empire, and he was successful in his invasion. तो इसने क्या किया? He looted everything from Delhi. He made thousands of men and women his slaves. He looted rubies, jewels of gold, diamonds, garnets, pearls, and other gems. His beauty was of great value. That makes us very clear about this very thing. When we call it beauty was of great value, that means how much he has taken away with him from Delhi. Not only this, he ruthlessly massacred people in Delhi. He depopulated the city, leaving only the physically challenged. उसको जो भी अच्छा खासा लगा, या तो उसने कत्ल किया उसका, या तो उसको अपने साथ ले लिया, अपना गुलाम बनाया. तो ये थी तैमूर की बात, जिसने यहाँ पर इन्वेजन किया 1398 में. And he left Khazar Khan as his deputy in India, who later started the Sayyid dynasty. And in our next lecture, we have to study about the Sayyid dynasty and as well as Lodi dynasty. But before that, we have to read about few things about the Delhi Sultan under the Tughlaq rule. But before switching off our topic, it is also clearly written on our book. So please go through the book and read it carefully from the book also. Thank you for today.